Good morning, students. How are you all? Welcome back. So, today we are going to start with the next lecture, that is lecture number 2 of class 4th, and this is lesson number 4, the same chapter which we discussed in the previous class. In the previous class, I gave you the explanation of this chapter, but now we are going to do the question answer, word meanings, new words, and the book exercise also. So, this is for class 4th, lesson number 4, Alfred Nobel. Fine. So this is the lecture number 2. This is the lecture number 2 and from your book together with essence. Fine. So right now we are going to start with the new words. So the first new word is inventor. Second, introducer. Third is experiments. Fourth is techniques. Fifth is misfortunes. Sixth is successful. Seventh, construction. Eighth is bankruptcy. Ninth is career. And 10th is ventures. Fine. You need to write all these new words in your English Fair notebook. Make a beautiful format and then start writing these new words. Fine. There are few more. These are, first is fluent, 11 number. Then 12th it is introvert. Then 13th is explosive, blast. 14th it is blooming. Then 15th it is influence. These all are from your book only, and if you find few more new words you can write those also. Then we have number 16 is exceedingly, number 17 is forbid, then number 18 is dynamite, and then drilling, then drastically. Fine. If you find any other new word which you find new for you and you are not able to learn that spelling, you can write that particular word also. Fine. Next we are going to start with the question answer. We are going to, word meanings. Fine. Let us start. First word meaning is inventor. Inventor means avishkarak. Then experiment. Experiment means prayog. Techniques. Techniques means तकनीक. किसी चीज को करने का way, तकनीक. Misfortunes, दुर्भाग्य. Then it is construction. Construction means निर्माण. Then bankruptcy. Emmanuel Nobel declared himself bankrupt. That is Diwaliyapan. Then it is career, Vikas. Successful means Safal. Then next there are few more new words, word meanings. Number 9 is enterprise. Enterprise means vyapar. किसी चीज का व्यापार करना, business करना. Fluent, सहज, smooth, gracefully, easily. I can speak English fluently, fluent. Introvert. Introvert means अंतर्मुखी व्यक्ति, जो अपने आप में ही मस्त रहता है, मीन्स किसी से कुछ शेयर नहीं करता, शाय. देन इट इज अब्रॉड. अब्रॉड मीन्स विदेश. एक्सप्लोजिव. एक्सप्लोजिव मीन्स विस्फोटक, ब्लास्ट. कन्वीनियंस. कन्वीनियंस मीन्स राजी किया. आई कन्वीनियंस माई पेरेंट्स फॉर द मैरिज. राजी किया. एक्सीडिंगली. एक्सीडिंगली मीन्स अत्यधिक, बहुत ज़्यादा, बेहद. फाइन. Then there are few more. Let us proceed further. 16 is forbid. Forbid means to ban. मना किया. किसी चीज को काम करने से मना करना. Dynamite. You all have seen dynamite. बारूद. Then patent. Patent means किसी आविष्कार का पूर्ण अधिकार. Means when we get a right to manufacture or to sell any product. Emmanuel Nobel, when he got bankrupt, then his son Alfred Nobel, when he got transferred to Lake Manuel, and over there he started the production of dynamite and nitroglycerin acid. Fine. At that time he got the patent. He got the right to do the manufacturing and selling of the product. So patent means to get a right to manufacture or to sell any product. Then it is extension. Extension means development, vikas, vistar. Will means wasiyatnama. So when that Alfred Nobel, what he wrote in his will, he wrote about the Nobel Peace Prize, that this award should be given every year. Fine. Let us proceed further. So these 20 word meanings also you need to write it in your English notebook. Fine. Now let us move on to the question answers. And it is part C. Answer the following question from your together with book. The first question is, why did Alfred's father leave his family and move to Russia? क्यों गए थे वो रशिया में? Due to misfortune in his construction work, Alfred's father was forced to move to Russia. Fine. Why he went to Russia? Because there were misfortunes. है ना, दुर्भाग्य हो गया था, उनका बिजनेस खत्म हो गया था in his construction work. Then he took the decision to move to Russia. Then he was forced to Russia. Fine. These question answers also you have to write it in your English notebook beautifully. Next question is question number 2. How did Alfred's mother support her family? उन्होंने कैसे सपोर्ट किया, कैसे सहारा दिया अपनी फैमिली को? Alfred's mother started a grocery shop that provided a modest income to support the family. So how she supported the family? She started a grocery shop, राशन की दुकान. Fine. Then over there she used to earn a modest income. Modest means मामूली, साधारण. Then with that income she used to support her own family. Next question is question number 3. How was the end of the war a beginning of a struggle for Alfred's? Fine. So what happened? How was the end of the war? When the war was over and it became the beginning of a struggle of Alfred. How? Alfred's father worked for Russian army during the war, but as the war ended, he again was bankrupted and Alfred had to struggle hard to earn a living. क्या हुआ था उसमें? When all the war they ended up, fine, there were no mines, no weapons, nothing was used to sell. After that, Alfred's main struggle started up. Alfred's father worked hard for Russian army. He provided dynamite to the Russian army and many other mines and weapons. But during the war, but as the war ended, जैसे ही war का लड़ाई खत्म हो गई, he was again bankrupted. फिर से वो bankrupt हो गए. And Alfred had to struggle hard to earn a living. अब फिर से उसको पैसे कमाने के लिए और मेहनत करनी पड़ी. So this was basically the beginning of a struggle for Alfred. Fine. Next question is question number 4. Which chemical was Alfred most interested in? What did he think the chemical could do? So what was the name of the chemical? Basically, Alfred was interested in developing nitroglycerin as an explosive. So what did he think the chemical do? It can blast. It can used as a means he exported this chemical nitroglycerin to other countries also, to Europe, to America, to Australia. Fine. So Alfred was interested in developing nitroglycerin as a explosive. Next question is question number 5. What is a dynamite? How did it help? So what do you mean by dynamite? You all have seen in the picture also. Dynamite was a solid nitroglycerin. It was a solid nitroglycerin that would make the process of drilling very easy and reduce the cost of blasting rocks. So at last, this was given on the last page, on page number 333, that dynamite was a solid glycerin that would make the process of drilling very easy. Drilling करते हैं ना, जो छेद करते हैं किसी में भी, reduce the cost of blasting rocks also. Fine. Next is question number 6. I think this is the last question. When and why did Alfred Nobel decide to begin the Nobel Prize? With a Nobel Prize. When and why? Alfred Nobel was moved with the peacekeeping movements and asked for awarding the Nobel Prize each year in his will. So when he was writing his will, अपना जब वसीयतनामा लिख रहा था, at that time he asked for awarding the Nobel Peace Prize. Why? With the peacekeeping movement. Fine. So what is the answer? Alfred Nobel was moved with the peacekeeping movements and asked for awarding the Nobel Peace Prize in his will. So this is the last question. Now let us discuss with the book exercise. And the book exercise which we are going to start, it is given in your book on page number 3434. It is given in your book on page number 3434. Fine. Show what you know. This is over here. Show what you know. First part, choose the correct option to answer the following. If you have read the chapter thoroughly, you will be able to answer this very easily and precisely. First is 1. Alfred Nobel's father was dash by profession. So what was the profession? What was he? What was he? He was the what? Scientist, because he used to do different kinds of experiments in the laboratory. What did Alfred's father dislike? What did he dislike? He disliked Alfred's interest in poetry. So you are going to choose the correct. You are going to put a tick over here. So Alfred Nobel, he was having interest in what? He was having interest in chemistry, physics, language, literature, poetry. But Alfred Nobel father, he was Emmanuel Nobel. He disliked his interest in poetry. Who was the father to be honored with the Nobel Peace Prize? So Alfred Nobel, he wrote in his will that this Nobel Peace Prize, it should be first awarded to Bertha von Stunner. Fine. Next is, so these are the answers of those questions which I discussed previously. Next is B part. And this is again on page number 3434. State whether the following statements are true or false. First is, Alfred Nobel went bankrupt. It is true. No, Emmanuel Nobel went bankrupt. Emmanuel Nobel supplied equipment to Russian army. Yes, it's true. The authorities forbade further experiment because it killed Emmanuel and many other. Yes, it is true again. Alfred was deeply interested in peacekeeping. Yes, it is true. This all you can do in your English book only. Next is, this is the very interesting part, word smart. Word smart. It is given in your book on page number 3535. So let us proceed further. There are many chemicals that we use every day in our house. You all know that there are different kind of chemicals which we use in our home. Like we use Lysol, that is a chemical. We use a cleaner to wash the tiles, that is a chemical. To wash the toilet seats, we use different kinds of cleaner. So those all are chemical. We use this Mr. Muscle also, clean off, Dettol, clean and well. These all are chemicals. Fine. The chemicals that help us to clean our homes are classified as, some of them are cleansers, and those that help to kill germs are called disinfectants. लेकिन जो germ को मारते हैं, जैसे mosquito spray होता है, वो germs को मारता है, mosquito को मारता है. So that is basically known as disinfectants. Identify any 5 chemical in your house and classify them as cleanser and disinfectants. So this you can take help from your mother and ask her the names of the different chemicals which she uses in her house to clean. Some of them can be cleansers and some can be disinfectants. So first is already written over here for you. Cleanser, that is Harpic toilet cleaner. It's very common. Can you tell me one more cleanser? It can be Lysol. It doesn't kill any germ. Fine, it's basically a cleanser. Then there can be Mr. Muscle, clean off. These all are cleansers. Then what are disinfectants which kills germ? That is Ganda-phenyl. Phenyl use करते हो आप घर में, white color की होती है ना, Ganda-phenyl. That is basically known as disinfectants. वो germs मारती है. Many more. Dettol, mosquito bite. Fine. Then there is clean and well. There are many more. See, look at the answers. Yeah. Cleansers, Harpic Dettol cleaner, toilet cleaner, Lysol, clean off, Mr. Muscle. Disinfectant, toilet, Dimitos, clean and well. Savlon is also a disinfectant. Domex, it is also a disinfectant. So cleansers you will write in this column by putting number 1, number 2, number 3, and over here disinfectants you will write in this column. Fine. In this way you need to do this exercise. So let us proceed on to the next one. It's very easy. Make sentences using the given words in your notebook. You have to use this, do it in your English notebook. First is introvert. If you knew the meaning, अगर आपको meaning पता होगा, if you know its meaning, then you will be easily able to write it. First is introvert. Introvert means my brother is an introvert. He cannot make friend easily. Introvert are the person those who are shy, those who do not discuss easily with others. Enterprise, you all know business. Hard work is very necessary for any enterprise. Easy. Then next is patent. Get the patent of your product so that others cannot copy it. अगर patent right नहीं होगा आपके पास तो दूसरे लोग copy करके और वही organization वही product sell कर देंगे. Forbid means मना किया. My father forbade me from going to movie with friends. मेरे father ने मुझे मना कर दिया friends के साथ जाने के लिए movie के लिए. Fine, these are 4. Now next question is of dictionary focus. It is also very interesting. From this you can gain your knowledge. By this you can gain your own knowledge. Dictionary focus. Observe the following sentences. Mr. Emmanuel Nobel was an engineer. They came to St. Petersburg in 1842. Do you think a dictionary has a separate entry for this Miss MR or ST? Do you think? Yes, it has. Yes, all such common short forms have separate entries in the dictionary. They do have separate entry. इनकी अलग अलग जगह entry होती है dictionary में. Look up dictionary and find out what these short forms stand for and where they are used. तो आपको बताना है कि ये short forms हैं जो भी ये लिखी हैं कहाँ पे यूज़ होती हैं और मीन्स किस लिए स्टैंड करती हैं, क्या इनके फुल फॉर्म होती है और ये कहाँ पे यूज़ होती है. ST saint, the name of Roman Catholic saints and priest, pujari. MRS, MR is Mrs. It is Mrs. and it is used for the married lady. लगा दिया ना मम्मा नेम के आगे Mrs. this. Miss, MS is Miss is the pronunciation is Miss and it is used for unmarried women. DR stand for doctor. MT is basically what? MT basically stand for mount. It is the name of the mountains. MR stands for Mr. Dad लगाते हैं ना आपके Mr. this. Now these are the answers over here. You can check. Mrs. the name of a married lady. Miss the name of unmarried lady. DR is for doctor, medical, prescriptioner, PhD और PhD holder. जिनके पास PhD की डिग्री होती है वो क्या लगाते हैं? डॉक्टर. और fine, MT is for mount, the name of mountains. Then Mr, the name of the males. This I had told you. Fine. So let us proceed. This is the next exercise. It is given on page number 3737. It is also very interesting. Talk a while. Look at following picture. Do you think it is easy to do experiment? Do you think so? बहुत आसान है क्या experiment करना laboratory में? No, I don't think so. And come up to some invention. Is that necessary? Whenever we do an experiment, there will be the invention. No. Divide the class into groups or 6 or discuss. So you cannot do this in your class as you are not attending the classes right now. So you can do it at your home. Fine. You can call the 6 member, make a group, then discuss. Some of the points can be discussed are lab equipments. What are the different kinds of lab equipments? Availability of the resources. What all things are required? Means available over there to do the experiments. Time taken. How much time is taken to do an experiment? Money required. Success versus failure. क्या आप वो experiment करने में सफलता मिली या fail हो गए? Support of government. मतलब how much support of government do we get to do an experiment? Let us see. I have written something for you all. Fine. You can do. This is all what I discussed with my friends. And you can write on your own also. So it is not an easy task to do experiments and invent something. आसान नहीं है ये experiment करना. One needs a lot of money and other resources to be successful in his or her endeavors. All the lab equipment should be proper and latest that cater to our needs. Cater means that fulfill our needs. It also requires patience. सब्र चाहिए होती है experiment करने के लिए और कुछ invent करने के लिए. And time to bring good results. It's obvious, whatever work we do, we need patience first. If we are learning and we are not able to learn, we are trying again and again. So we need patience for that. Fine. Further, to carry out experiment at the large scale means there is a big large laboratory and you have to carry out so many experiments. So you need everything in proper, and you need first the support of government is essential. Now the necessary thing is the support of government. Last but not the least, one must not lose heart at failure and keep on trying until one gets success. Fine, this is a quote basically that one must not lose heart at the failure. When you get fail, do not give up. Never lose hope. Do not ever never give up. Keep on trying. Fine, keep on trying. One gets success. Till the time you do not get the success, till the time you did not achieve your goal, keep on trying. Fine. So you discussion may vary, your answers may vary. You can call the group of different people, those who are available at your home only, and then you can discuss all this. Fine. So this is all about. Next is, what is your homework now? You have to learn and write the word meanings and question answers of lesson number 4, Alfred Nobel in English notebook. This is all your homework. Rest book exercise, you can do it on another day. Fine, that's it for today. Thank you.